Norton Stakes at Warwick Farm.
Starters ready now for the Chipping Norton Stakes. They're off and running. Octagonal might have been a shade slow. Circles of Gull bounced out in front. Leanne Olsen immediately takes hold of the mare, who wants to run, but she's now dropping back behind Falante, who goes to a narrow lead over Dupain. Circles of Gull third, won't settle. She's ripping and reefing on the inside of Juggler, who relaxes nicely. And 2.5 away, last of the 5 is Octagonal. Past the 1200 metres mark, and Jimmy Cassidy had Falante swinging along in front, about a neck on Dupain. A length away, Circles of Gull flatly refusing to settle and is giving Leanne Olsen a torrid ride. A neck away to Juggler and 2.5 to Octagonal, last of the 5. At the 1000 mark, Falante is ambling in front, led by a half to Dupain. 2 away, Circles of Gold on the inside of Juggler. The mare hasn't done herself much good today. She's pulled very hard early, and Octagonal is now tacking on at the tail. Past the 800 mark, Falante about a neck on Dupain. A length to Juggler, who's racing one off the fence. Di makes a quick move on Octagonal. Glenn Boss on Juggler. Tried to go with him, but Octagonal showed an amazing turn of speed past the 600. He's exploded around the outside to go to the front as they come to the turn. Daring tactics by Shane Di. Will they pay off? He's got Octagonal in full flight on the corner, led by a length and a half to Juggler, who's moving to second. Falante third, flat to the boards, and the other two are beaten off. Octagonal first into the straight. He's got a 2-length break on Juggler. Boss goes for the whip on Juggler, who's coming out after Rocky. Octagonal's in front, 100 out. Juggler is trying desperately to pick him up, but bold tactics by Shane Di are going to pay off, and he pinches the Chipping Norton. Octagonal beat Juggler. I think Dupain will just get third in front of Falante. Listen to the crowd. They were electrified by the way that race was run. Had Shane Di been beaten, they'd have tied him to the fence. But he's won, and the most amazing tactical ride I've seen in a long, long time has paid off. Ladies and gentlemen, Octagonal has broken 33 seconds for his last 600 metres. 32.81 for the last 600 metres. An incredible sectional.
Nothing Like a Dane stands up well. Drawn barrier 1. Winner of the Derby here. They're all set to go. Stand by for a start. They're racing. Great start too, and Royal Line one of the first to jump out, with Gull City beginning well as Stadad and Juggler, and Nothing Like a Dane hunted up along the inside to take up a position, being followed by Perfect Bounder, and Magnet Bayers going very fast from the outside, being followed by Vianda Cross and Doremus, and Octagonal's got back to last. Octagonal last of all as they go round the back, 1700 metres out, and Stadad takes the lead from Perfect Bounder and Magnet Bay on the outside. They were being followed by Nothing Like a Dane over on the inside of Royal Line, a length further away as Juggler, one off the fence on the outside of Gull City, a length and a half. Vianda Cross followed by Doremus, and Octagonal is last of all as they go along past the 1400 metre mark, where Magnet Bay has gone to the lead by a length. The Wistadad is second. Nothing Like a Dane over on the inside, just behind them, being followed closely by Royal Line, and Gull City is over on the rails, out a little bit deeper on the track then is Perfect Bounder, and they were being followed by Juggler, a length and a half further back as Doremus, followed by Vianda Cross, and still last of all Octagonal. That's the order racing up towards the 1200 metre mark. Magnet Bay in charge, a half length to Wistadad, a length and a half further back as Nothing Like a Dane on the inside of Perfect Bound, being followed closely by Royal Line. 2 lengths away, Juggler on the outside of Gull City, a length and a half further back, Vianda Cross, and Doremus is starting to make ground, and a length and a half Octagonal still back at the tail of the field as they go past the 800 metre mark and come up towards the home turn, where the leader Magnet Bay is challenged by Istadad for the front running, and just in behind them Perfect Bound, getting a beautiful run on the inside. Nothing Like a Dane followed by Royal Line. Deeper on the track as Juggler as they come around the home turn, and they're followed after a gap in the field by Gull City, and further back then Vianda Cross, followed by Octagonal, who's working his way to the picture, and Doremus is last of all. 400 metres out in the cup now. Istadad takes the lead. Juggler down the outside. Octagonal is joining him with a good run, and they're followed by Magnet Bay, and further back Gull City getting up along the inside. Juggler's taken it slightly. Istadad, Gull City finishing very fast. Octagonal deeper on the track. It's Juggler just in front with 100 metres left to go. Gull City along the inside finishing very fast. Octagonal diving at them. Here's a great go as they hit the line. Oh, very tight Octagonal.